Have you noticed, if you are involved in the dating world, or going out with women, or in an ongoing relationship with somebody, or maybe you're meeting somebody new, have you noticed how every single woman out there, regardless of her situation, believes that she's the exception to the rule? That when you try to explain to them, well, dear, you're not 19 anymore, you're not even 25 anymore, you are past your 30s and 40s, and you've got kids and exes in the picture. So men do not, maybe men who that you want, and we all know what they want the cream of the crop. Maybe those men have no reason to go for you, because they could have much less younger, less baggage-laden women with a lot less headache. Would you not want that? Would you not understand that? And would you not want that for your son? You know, when you think about it, they say, yeah, but. There's always a but. But I have got so much to offer. When you ask them, well, what exactly is it that you got to offer? They either go silent, because then they realize they've been hit with a solid, quality, legitimate question to which they have no answer, or they hark back and they go back to their career. Well, yeah, I've got a business, and I've got a college degree, and I've got this, and I've got this much salary, and I've got my own home. A lot of them, they got it through a divorce. And, I don't need a man. I just want it. The latest thing they're saying is that the men are not a necessity, they're a luxury. Like dessert. This is the newest line that the feminists have picked up. Men are not necessity, but a luxury. Yeah, their money is a necessity when they need it. And, they have no problem fighting in court and hiring the most expensive lawyers to extract as much money out of them as possible when they can. And they insist on you paying for the first date in the dating situation. But they say men are just a luxury and not a necessity. But I'm telling you, there's never been a worse time. Well, I haven't lived for the thousands of years, so I'm talking about my experience. There's honestly never been a worse time to be dating and to be in a relationship with these women than present time. Because you've got all this situation of online dating and social media working 100% against you. I'm telling you, the fact that there is online dating and social media and these meaningless websites where you got these women that dress sexy and have all kinds of makeups and filters, and they get, as a result, all kinds of attention from these really thirsty, desperate guys who have resigned to being content by seeing a girl online who responds to them after they send them money by saying, oh, thank you, Fred from Pennsylvania, and they get a high. Oh, she mentioned me and my name. So that's all they're happy to get that fulfillment. Oh, look, this beautiful woman on Instagram said thank you to me and my name because I sent her money, on TikTok or whatever, these worthless websites. They send them money. So they have resigned. These thirsty, desperate men have resigned themselves to being content with that. And then on the women's side, there are these women who can wear all this fake makeup and fake hair and fake nails and fake filters, even, as though that fake makeup is not enough. They have to add a filter and everything to look like something totally unrealistic, resembling nothing like the real person that they are when they step out of the shower. So as a result, they get this bevy of attention from these endless millions and millions of men out there who are, closest it can get to a woman is on a computer screen. So, that satisfies their need for attention. So that's why I'm saying this creates a perfect storm of being the worst time in my lifetime to be dating anyone. And believe me, take it from me because I personally, on a daily basis, deal with people to whom, honestly, money is no object. Meaning, of all the problems they have in life, money is not one of them. I know people that travel to countries and they say, oh, I really like it here, I'm going to buy a house. And they've got already 3-4 other houses in 3-4 other countries. This is the level of money they have, and they have same problem with women. Same problems. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. If you have more money and more shiny objects, around you, that just means you can get these women faster. But dealing with them is so painful after the first night. If you're smart enough to dump them, 99% of them after the first night, then fine. Otherwise, if you have to deal with them on any level, because if they're going out with you because of your shiny objects, your beautiful home and your car and everything, believe me, they've got some expectations. In the morning when you take them for an expensive breakfast, they want more. Otherwise, they will not come out with you. Women don't select guys because they're nice and sweet and kind. No, they select them based on what he can do for them. So I honestly am saying there's never been a worse time for dating and relationships with these women. And then I don't know if you're like me, but when you see them online with these fake eyelashes, who told them that looks good? With these fake eyelashes and these unsightly tattoos, and this just low class behavior, this garbage music that they're listening to, that I don't know, somehow they think that that's classy. I mean, when you ask yourself, is it worth it to get together with her to satisfy my sexual desires? Because as far as option B, meaning considering her for long-term relationship, we already decided in the first 3 seconds that that's out of the question. But if it's just for a sexual fulfillment, is it even worth it to deal with someone like that? What does she expect me to play hip-hop music and be covered in tattoos? So to be counted as cool in her book, in exchange for what? Getting a streetwalker looking floozy? Is that really worth it? How many classy women do you honestly run into on a daily basis where you say, oh, that's really someone I really want to make my girlfriend? So you're dealing with these women who think they're exception to the rule, and that they honestly have convinced themselves that even though they're over 30 and over 40 and they've got a kid with a sketchy, baby mama, baby dad, in the picture, that they're different. Yeah, they're not 19-year-old, they're not 22-year-old, whatever, but they're different because fill in the blank. They sometimes cannot even tell you what that is. They just, well, I've got a lot to offer. And what exactly is that? They honestly cannot answer you. And then if you force them, they say, well, my job and my career and this and that. All the things that mean absolutely nothing to us. Have you heard of the expression, a tit on a bowl? A woman's career and job and how much she makes is as valuable to us as a tit on a bowl. Absolutely 100% meaningless. Something that just means nothing to us. So my point in this video is, don't feel bad if you are finding it difficult to be excited about these women on dating sites, or these women you run into with their unsightly tattoos and their fake eyelashes and the attitude they have. Or don't be sad if someone you're married to suddenly says, I'm not happy, and has started the divorce proceedings and everything, because she's seen on she secretly has a profile on a dating site, and when she checks, there's 177 emails from some desperate man who all look really like Don Juan, the absolute perfect ideal of a man online. But when you get deeper, when you peel the layers of the onion, you realize they're just as problematic as the next guy. You know how easy it is to look good on paper on these dating profiles. Some of them don't even have the knack to even look good on a phony basis. You look at them and you say, really? That's the best you could come up with, on your profile? I'm talking about the men now. Is that really the best you could come up with? A picture of you with a mismatched, clothing, fishing with a pot belly larger than a pot itself, and a baseball cap put on backwards and then covered in tattoo with an untrimmed beard, trying to fit in. Honestly, you think that that's your sign of accomplishment? It's depressing. But I tell you, it's not all bad. There's always a solution. There's always a solution, and it's found overseas. If you're a man, the solution is found overseas, in certain places overseas. There are places where you can go where women are feminine. They dress feminine, not like a streetwalker, but they dress feminine and sexy. They wear perfume. They're well groomed. They're not covered in tattoos. They're not glued to their cell phone 24/7. I'm not saying people in overseas don't use their cell phone, because they do. But there are women that realize that when they are in presence of you, the cell phone goes into their bag with the zipper closed. They just know how to be respectful. They're not like here, this entitled attitude that these women have in the Western countries, especially United States, Canada. This attitude that these women have that makes them simply intolerable. They are intolerable. Whether you're married to them, you know, I've seen married people go out on you know, to dinner or whatever. The moment they put their ass down, phone comes out. That means without saying it, that I don't want to hear anything you have to say. I just want to eat and look at my phone, because you are not interesting to me. You or anything you have to say is not interesting to me. My phone is a lot more interesting. How much time do you want to spend with a woman like that? If I were you, I swear to God, if I were you, and this is how I behave, if I'm with a woman and she takes her phone out, I've already made my decision. First of all, this is the last time I'm going to see her. And if I don't make that very date itself short, first of all, I start with a coffee. And if I don't make that even coffee date short and say, I'm sorry, I just realized that I have to go, and never see her again, then that'll be the last time. At the worst case scenario, that'll be the very last time she'll ever hear from me. I hope it makes sense to you, and I hope I've been able to convince you not to feel bad and not to feel like you're the only one. Next time you run into an undesirable woman who thinks she's the exception to the rule. All the best till the next video.